Okay, I wanted to make this video because there really ain't any good videos on YouTube about it. This is a 2007 R1. If you got an '08, it's the same thing. I just put on Facebook, I had my 10-year anniversary, and this thing has never one single time let me down. It's never left me stranded nowhere. The only thing I've had to put a chain on it at like 25,000 miles. I had to change the chain, and I have put a couple batteries in it. But other than that, it's bone stock. It's just like it came off the showroom floor. I was going up a hill, and the check engine light came on. It has never done that. It scared the crap out of me. I pulled straight over and checked the oil, and checked everything that you would normally check with something like that, and couldn't find nothing wrong with it. I went to start it back, and it was shooting code 46 on the dash. The first thing you should do if you're having charging problems is let it sit for a couple hours. Make sure that your battery is holding charge. Let it sit for a couple hours. If you're not getting 12 volts, you need to change your battery or charge it first. Try charging it. But if you are, the next easiest thing is, because it's right here underneath the seat, lift up the computer, and there's the main 50 amp fuse, which is down in there a little bit, but it's right there. If it's good, then you're gonna have to do a little work. Sorry. Maybe this video will make it a little easier for you. I know it's been a pain for me. I'm doing it in my living room, as you can tell. But you gotta first, you don't have to take all the plastic off the side of it like this just for this part, but there's one little piece of plastic, and there's a bolt right there. There's one in the front, and then there's another one on the other side, just like this one. And then you gotta loosen this one right here, and then that's like a hinge. And then you can just raise this up. I just got it propped up with a little crowbar there, but there's all kinds of crap hooked to it. You don't want to take all that off, but then, well, this piece of plastic right here is over that. It's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8 bolts in it. And you take that off, and then the air filter's right there, and you got to take that off. And then down in there is where the voltage regulator or rectifier, whatever you want to call it, is right there, which it's bolted like that. And you may be able to unhook this while it's up. I couldn't, but you may be able to. I don't know, but I had to take it off. It's only 2 bolts. But then you want to test these two. Put your tester in there and make sure you're getting the same reading right here as you're getting at the battery. If you're getting 12 there, it's just say 12 right here. If it's not, if that's a different reading, then it's something in between your battery and this clip. If you're getting the same reading, then it's something in between this clip and the stator, and you're probably in trouble. But it took me forever to figure it out, but it's actually pretty easy to test these things. Here's the inside of it. I was really careful because I seen the other guy on here saying that something fell in there, and it was these things right here. One of them tried, if I got lucky, and it didn't make it all the way in there, but it tried to. Grabbed it out, put it in that. But this is all the oil that came out of it, so it wasn't much at all. This is in my living room. I'm doing this, so, but it looks like a lot of little parts in there. If I can, yeah. So I'm going to be really careful, try not to mess anything up. You can see that the stator is just trashed. Let's see what I could do about that. So I took that off, and this is what I found. jacked up. That's why the battery ain't charging. Okay, so you got to loosen this bolt, and I've been messing with this thing for like an hour trying to get that wire to come out. I think it's attached to something. I think you're supposed to take this thing out, but I'm just gonna cut this. I'm just gonna cut it. I'm not taking all this crap out. I got farther into this bike than I wanted to. That's where I'm at right now. Put the new stator on. I took all the plastic off, took the gas tank, raised it up, the air box, took it off right there. Of course, that thing. I cut the stator wire because it's a pain in the ass to get it out. I've got another one on the way anyway, so I just cut that. I took the exhaust off right there at the head. I had to take this thing that controls the exit valve. Took that off where I could get to. Where's it at? That bolt right there that holds the exhaust up. You gotta take the tail plastic off. There's two little things on each side that cover up. That you gotta take those two little pieces of plastic off where you can get to that bolt, so the exhaust can slide down a little bit. I think that's about it that I had to take. I just took all the exhaust off where I could lower it just a couple inches. And this is holding. I mean, not too far, because you want to make sure that's got a little slack in it so that it doesn't rip that. If that's an oxygen sensor or something, so it doesn't rip that wire. But you don't need much, just so you can take the oil pan off. And then I cleaned up in there. There wasn't much up in there, but there was some. There was a lot more in the oil pickup. Drum roll, please. Brrr. Weeks since I got the bike put back together. So far, thank God, everything is working out perfect. But I just acted like it was a test for school or something. I studied a lot and went really, really slow, make sure I didn't mess nothing up. A couple things that was left out of the video was make sure you get those bearings for the generator rotor, at least the one on the cover, because I read a couple of stories about people not changing them and then it messing up again 10 miles down the road or whatever. And you have to take the oil. You've seen all the crap down in my oil pan. You have to take it off. I also read a story about guys trying to cheat their way through that and not taking the oil pan off, and something got up in their motor and destroyed it, and they had to buy a new motor. I mean, it is a pain, but it's worth it if you just go slow and take your time and learn everything about it that you can before you do it. But I'm going to change my oil at 300 miles. It's at 250 something right now. But I want to make this video, maybe help somebody else out, because there really wasn't much about it on the internet. But that's all I got. Good luck, guys.